I'm totally sick of winter. Although our weather's gradually, ever so slowly, averaging up in temperatures. I mean, it's been hitting 70 the last several days. And when it backs off to the low 60s or the high 50s. And, you know, the only time we see the 40s is at night. So it's slowly getting there.
Alright, roger that. I kind of miss having the big bike out because the wife is a lot more comfortable on it. But we have a Virago that we've had for many years, and last year I didn't get to ride it much, but because I had it all stripped down and I had it painted and stuff. And this year I got it out, got it back together, and that's what we've been riding the last few nights. Hell, last night we rode 30 miles over to Savannah and had dinner.
There you go. That was a good ride.
Oh, it was great. It was 75 when we left here, and wasn't much under that when we got back. And we rode about 75 miles all around last night. Had a good time. It was the first time that both of us have been able to get out on a ride for quite some time.
Yeah, well, warmer weather's right around the corner. They're calling for, we're skipping right through from out of the 50s and the 60s, and we're going to be in the high 70s by Friday.
Yeah, but then it rolls back again over the weekend into the 60s.
Well, you know, I don't complain as long as it's, 50-some and higher. My riding comfort zone, I ride in the wintertime even when it's cold. I don't mind. But as far as the overall temperatures, I'm good with it from the mid-50s up into the 80s. And then, of course, it starts getting hot enough to where it's uncomfortable when you're outside for a while. But now I'm just tired of this 20 degrees and gray with no sun and wind blowing 40 miles an hour. I'm ready for that to go away.
We all are. Thunderstorms coming through. I saw something down around in the Delaware area that was rotating around, so I hear little static crashes in the receiver, so there may be something coming up from the south again.
Yeah, a whole lot more border jumping Puerto Mexicans along with the lightning crashes.
Yeah, there was some reports of hail in Gilbertsville and Potts Grove and even up into Allentown, but it just brushed us. We didn't get really much of anything. I think we got a little spit of rain and a couple of rumbles of thunder, and that was all I got.
Kind of light on participation tonight.
Well, it might be the time of the year, And you know the night trains out there burning that midnight oil even before midnight. Skeeters probably equally loaded down with what. Oh, well, with Nitro though, I haven't heard him in a couple of weeks now, I guess, on the roundup.
I'll bet Nitro's real busy with his work. He's flying all over the country taking care of business.
I'm surprised. I expected to hear Sparky in here testing out them 500Ds.
Maybe he's listening and doing some bench time. Yeah, he was in here last night. There was a few of us in here last night, and you know, keeping it hot, and got to check in there with Mr. Murphy.
Yes, Mr. Murphy. Every time I hear that, I think of Murphy's Law.
Yeah, this is the friendly Murphy.
Yeah, and the whole idea of there being a friendly Murphy is kind of like a strange concept.
Such a thing does exist.
I was thinking of Murphy's soap.
Murphy's oil soap, huh?
And four.
When I think of him, I think of the ICOM 706. That was my first, you know, quote-unquote big HF radio.
Big being the operative word.
Now, I heard Sparky picked up some goodies there at the Ham Fest last week. Looked like he picked up a couple of nice pieces.
Yeah, he's got that SB220. Interesting to see how that works.
Yeah, he picked up a 33 or a 3500 clear channel too, didn't he?
Yeah, he got the AR-3500. He was talking on it Sunday night on the snub whap and on sideband, and it sounded really good.
Yeah, that's right. He was using it. We need some skip to run up north and work the Canadian connection direct.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I don't know why. It always goes south, never goes north. Brent's in there listening. He's probably hearing nothing but Puerto Rican Cubans too.
I guess it would have been better off if that would have all been settled by English-speaking Europeans.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, that was all pretty much determined in the 17th and 18th centuries.
Well, you gotta get your time machine out and change the future.
Oh no, we don't want to start going all Emmett Brown on it, everything here.
Yeah, I'll go back and wind up making things worse.
That was always the punchline of most of these time travel programs and stuff. Like, no matter what your intentions are, you always manage to screw it up worse because some unintended thing happens because of what you did and makes things worse.
You remember Quantum Leap?
I'll do you one better. Remember the time tunnel?
10-4. Remember Sliders?
Yeah.
Doctor Who.
Dr. Hammer.
Oh yeah, Dr. Hammer and the Daleks.
Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard.
Three Stooges.
That was Dr. Howard, Dr. Fine, Dr. Howard.
Pues sí, güey. Ya nomás no me vayas a salir lo que hay, ya no quiero. There used to be a guy on the CB years ago from Iowa, Dr. 13 he used to go by.
And he was on what? This channel?
I think he was on Channel 5.
And he was from Iowa?
And 4.
Frequent visitor from Skipland, huh?
Yeah, he used to be in there quite often. Him and another guy, the other guy used to be called Dead-Eye Dick, and they used to go out catfishing in the Mississippi.
Dead-Eye Dick. There was a band called that once, wasn't there?
I don't know. I was looking through some of my old reel-to-reel tapes, and I trying to find that Dr. 13 one because I know I taped it years ago.
Oh yeah, you have a collection of radio conversations?
I got one reel. I used to have reel-to-reel. I used to have hooked up and tape on it.
Yeah, I like to collect those, put them on the website, keep the old days alive.
Doc stuck.
No, you lost your audio there, Hammer.
No, I bet you I didn't there. Yeah, Dr. 13 was a Skipland legend. Do you remember him riding a white horse? I used to talk to Dr. 13 all the time back in the 70s. 10-4. Back in the days when a two-tuber could actually do some serious skip talking.
That's when I first started doing the skip talking, is when I got that little context I had.
Back in the 70s, all those skip talking I did was barefoot. I didn't have no hip.
Back in the 70s, it was like, all of us figured if you didn't have an amp, there's no way you were going to talk skip, because nobody ever could. As soon as you jumped up to 50 watts or something, then it became easy.
10-4.
Guys used to holler and holler and holler and holler barefoot, and nobody ever come back to them.
And I wondered where Skipland was. And I'd be hearing these guys coming in from all over the place, and I'd be like, there's no way I'm hearing this guy from wherever I was hearing it from. Because there's no way. These don't go that far. Little did I know.
The first wired dipole I ever made, I strung it between the corners of my room. It was just made it. And I hooked it up to the amplifier, and I fired it up. I talked to a guy in Kentucky with the indoor wired dipole. Very first contact I ever made.
And 4.
Hello, number 7.